hopefully my mic levels are good. Alright, welcome back everybody. So today we're going to try to explore every single Borg system. And we're going to target this one right here. And we're going to click on route. And let's see how long it takes us. It's going to be about 3 minutes to get to this Borg system. And welcome to the show, Felix. Say hello, Felix. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna see if we can do this. I should run you through the Facebook web page, but I guess we can go by phone first for now. Let's see if I can change that, because we got like almost 3 minutes until my ship warps in. Hang on, I'm gonna switch you to Facebook. Alright, we're going to try to call Felix on my Facebook, and yes, this is the Chrome, like 72, on Windows 7 Pro, 64-bit, and we're going to try to call him. Calling is his little telephone button, which nobody actually has one of those anymore, or like in their homes at least. I have seen one of those like handled telephones in a telephone booth at the Saigon post office in Saigon, Vietnam, or now it's called Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So. Alright, Felix, we got you on the Facebook. Can you hear me?
Yeah, a lot louder.
Alright, that's good. Let me adjust my volume so I can hear you better, because on this computer it's lower than my phone. Alright, so I'm
up. Well, I was hitting players for the fun of it.
Yeah, I'm just not going to hit anybody for this month. Just focus on my goals like I usually do. As I get too emotional sometimes, I go back and forth, and I don't have a lot of speed ups anymore. So alright, so we're gonna go to this system. Oh, we're already there in Halcor. So let's take a look. So we are actually, in this video, I plan to visit every system for real, and you'll see it. 25 Borg cubes here. Oh, we're getting that bug where they look kind of funny. Now, I can't change the resolution of the game without logging out. So I'd rather not do that while I have a stable connection right now, because I've been having trouble keeping a stable connection pretty much all of yesterday, and then all of this morning too. So, or half the morning, and I just was on my Windscribe free VPN service, so check that out. It's a good service. So. Yep, you don't need a credit card, you don't need any financial information. All they ask is just one email, and then you sign up and you make a account name, and one account name, one password, and you can use it forever. I mean, I've been using it for over, I think, like a year now. So it's a really good service. Now, if you're into other VPNs, there's ones I can suggest, but they might not work for this game. So BearShare is another one I use. That only has like a 500 megabyte limit per month, and so that's okay for like Facebook or something. And then there's UltraSurf, which actually doesn't have a limit, but sometimes works. Now the other thing is you can also change the proxy. So you can see all these Borg cubes look alike. They're duplicate copies of each other. They're all 38 million something power, and they all have like 140 something nanoprobes as a reward. which is actually split in between all the people in your alliance. So that's not the reward just for you, that's for everybody. Armadas are like that, so it's kind of a pool that's shared. So, and since I get enough Mega Cube tokens every day, we're gonna visit the Mega Cubes too. So we're just gonna go in order to each system here. And I'm hoping that these systems here had a special mission we could find, but it seems like each of them are about the same. So Felix, if you're still in the system, hang on, I might be able to find something special. Oh, there's a cube here that has more of the damage on it. And Alistair. Ooh, okay. We're gonna screenshot this. So if you want to save information, print screening or screenshotting it is a good idea. And then if you want to save it all together, I personally use Word. That's the easiest one, but you can save the file separately, which sometimes maintains the file better for some reason. Maybe because it's more direct. So, but if you want to make like a book out of this, you can do it this way. So we'll just call it Armada Damaged here. I'm going to save it to my Star Trek Fleet Command folder, and I do have that. Yeah, so there's a heavily damaged cube, Felix, in Alistair. It's a level 25 system on the south. It's like the third or fourth system on the bottom when you're coming from Pratari, or out of Pratari, or south from Pratari. It's like the fourth one, actually. You see that one, Felix?
I didn't look at it, actually.
Yeah. So we can actually help wear down that cube once we get our VDARs up to like tier 3. You know, I'd like to get everybody up to at least tier 3 before I attempt it, so it's worth the hits, you know what I mean?
Is that one the level 30s or?
No, level 25s. They're level 25 Borg cube.
Top or the bottom?
It's at the top, almost at the top left. So left top.
Which system?
ALASTOR, Alas, like Alpha.
Losta.
Yeah, there's only
Losta.
only 2 systems with the letter A in their first. Yeah.
Is that the top?
Yeah, kind of the top
Okay, yeah, it's got a big
chunk missing. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only one I've found so far. Thankfully, they're giving all our Armada stats as we come in. So, so that one's our easiest target right now. So if you ever talk to Prawn or anything, tell him to aim for that one. Alright, I'm going to visit a level 30 system. So this is the first time I've ever visited a level 30 system in Borg space ever, even though I run 3 accounts now. So we're going to check out the main Pratari system here and see if there's any Borg cubes. I could have sworn there was a whole team of people here. Wow, people got 31s marked here. Whole team of people working on Borg cubes here. I'm surprised one of these is not worn out yet. Or maybe there's been one that's destroyed, but there's like a pocket here. Yeah, all these Borg cubes seem pretty healthy. Almost at full strength, all of them. Alright, while we're waiting, we're gonna open up a gift box. So it's that time of the show. It's gift time. Time for gifts. So let's see if we can find a gift for us here. Also, if you're watching and you're on the APAC server and you need a gold warp cell to get to Qatari, come and join OPM for a few days. We're trying to get it done in one day. And I'm going to buy a gift for everybody in the Alliance, so they're all going to receive one of those tokens and they can use it. So now I hope those tokens last for the whole year and next year too, so they can use it anytime. But I'm not sure. Most of the time these tokens so far, like the silver ones I've gotten, have been around for months, so it seems okay. It seems stable. So they're there for a long time.
I think the ones getting out to the world queue will be smarting for.
Yeah, it makes more sense, right? Alright, we're in a level 30 system now. This is the first Borg. This system, it's Udarian. So this is on the south parts. There's level 30 tactical cubes. That's different. They're labeled differently here. And they all seem to be at full health. There's one all the way at the top that's actually missing a chunk if you notice closely. Wow, these are 48 million. See, so these 30 Borg cubes, Felix, are actually the rare ones. So they're 48 million power.
Oh.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you a screenshot so you can view it now, since we're connected. Yeah, that's why we gotta get up to VDAR tier 3 plus, you know what I mean? So it'd be well worth it for us. For some reason my screenshot didn't go through. Is my screenshot going through? Okay. I went into my save file. Oh, it is going through. It's just lagging. Okay, I'm sending it to your messenger now, so you can take a look at that. Yep, so they're a little stronger. There's actually a guy out here who's level 35. That is not really his ship level. That's his player level, so it's a little confusing, but it looks like his ship level. He's ENT, so I think his name's MB, if I'm reading that right. So MB1. So let's ask him if he wants to run our Armada with us. So now you can set up ahead of time, like if you want somebody to run our Armada later or a certain requirement. Yeah, this Borg event's pretty tough with such high stats and so many trans warp tokens and so that are required and so few. Because the entire alliance, you know, uses like maybe 60 of these tokens, so, and you can't buy them yet. There's no really drops for them. Even if you go to the paid store, or Google Pay store is what I call it, because it only accepts Google Pay right now, but any debit or credit card that can work there will be something you can use. So it depends if the software accepts it when you register it. So. Yeah, you see the power on that thing, Felix?
It's on. It's up there.
Yeah,
48.
yeah, it looks ridiculously overpowered, right?
Yeah, but imagine when you get the radars up high enough and you have about 5 in Armada, it would be easier.
Yeah, well, you know, your tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 VDARs are doing almost, you know, 3, 4 million, 2 million damage every single round. So combined per round, you're doing like, you know, 20 million damage. So you can easily destroy a cube at that rate. But if you don't have enough VDARs and they're all underpowered, like me and Conte had 2 VDARs, we couldn't pull it off. So even though if you look at the battle log, we were doing like almost 3.5 million damage. So. All right, so that's kind of cool. I can take a look at these board tactical cubes. So that's the first rare Armada I've ever seen for this. And then we're going to go to the next system here. We might find something good. So this one's called Razgara. So it's another level 30 system. So I'm guessing the epics are in the level 35 system, right? Yeah. Just checking out my ships on boss here. Yep, so it's another minute 40 warp time. We're down to a minute and 22 seconds. And actually, it's less than that to enter the system, but this actually aims your ship for kind of the center area, and you end up in different points in the middle. Now, I wonder if we hit Borg cubes here, because I've hit Borg probes for a while, Felix. If it lowers our Borg reputation, and then like an automatic fighter will come out later on. So, like it seems we're always neutral in the swarm, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping it stays the same for this side of the system with this Borg systems, you know, and with these Borg systems. Alright, we're in another Borg tactical cube. So just to do a quick spot check, it's still 48,500,000 points. There seems to be a gap where one Borg cube is missing. So maybe some alliance already knocked one out. And then we're going to go to level 35 systems where I think the epic Borg cubes are. So this place is called Waiku. So, which probably means something in Japanese. I just don't know what it is. So, I'm actually gonna visit. No, we can go straight to the Mega Cube after this. So, I'm just afraid that if I go into the Mega Cube system, Felix, it'll cost me another token to come back through, like you were saying.
If you come back, just hit the recall.
Yeah, but I want to go to another set of Borg systems before. You know what I mean?
Do the other set of Borg systems first before you go into the Mega Cube.
Yeah, I think I better do that as a precaution. Otherwise, if I'm stuck spending a second token, I mean, I got enough. I think I got 4, but I just don't want to waste one right now. So in case I need it later.
Yeah, I think they will be limited for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, there ain't gonna be like 1,000 pack of cubes in the store tomorrow, right? Of cube tokens or trans warp cells or whatever you want to call them. Or 100 pack. So. Yeah, good things seem peaceful right now. We're almost up to 10,000 gas. Probably gonna recall the ship here once I get up to about 70k. So.
Oh, I had a very intelligent player from where I'll go out, goes from like nearly half that system I was in.
Right. Alright, so the ones here in Waika are called Borg Assimilated Cube. They're all level 35, even though they look the same as the other two sets of cubes we saw. But you can see from this screenshot, these cubes are a lot more powerful. You're looking at 62 million strength here. Which I'm going to send this to Felix through Facebook Messenger, Chrome website. So if you're wondering what that is, that's actually Chrome browser I have. So I'll do that. Yeah, can you draw the cat? Yeah, cat man. I'm on that. Alright. Yeah, they're a bit.
So we're at 48 and the Epic are 62.
Yeah, that's almost like the same power as two uncommon cubes combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you really, at that point, you probably need to get your VDAR team up to the upper tiers. So 6, 7, 8, you know what I mean? 9 if it goes up that high. I'm not really sure what the highest tier is, but I think these ships get up to at least tier 7 at least. So, like the most strongest VDAR I've seen so far is 900,000. I just saw one a few seconds ago. That guy on ENT that was like level 35, MB1. So, like if you got those guys on your team, or you can borrow them for a day or two, then they can help you out, and you can defeat a cube. The ENT group only has a few guys online at one time, so sometimes they don't have enough people to run either. So they...
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we're only 62 members. That's not much spread out between 24 hours a day, you know what I mean? So, like half of them probably don't even get online every day. The other half that does get online, some of them are on for only like a few minutes or a few hours. There's only a few guys like us that are here full time. It feels like. Alright, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna go to all the Borg systems. There's only 5 more after this, so you get the full tour here. And then we're gonna go to the Mega Cube systems, and there's only 3. So, as it says, it costs 1 Mega Cube transwarp cell. I do get an allowance, I think of like 3 a day or something, so I can spare 1 day, but I just don't want the trouble of losing one, you know, because at some point you might have to need that, and I've been down to my last resources sometimes. Actually, my last Latinum, the last stuff, and there's kind of key mistakes as I've been playing that I always kind of regret doing. So the other side is still more epic Borg cubes. You just saw the power. Sorry about the quick flash here. It's 62 million, and they all look like they're at full strength, but I'll check them out later. Because in this game, unlike EVE Online original, you can actually view any system and move the camera all the way around and look at everything and zoom in and even scan and highlight stuff. Most of the time, there's kind of exception about some scanning, but there's sometimes a restriction because of your player level and other reasons. But you can look at everything, you know, and view everything in that system remotely without having one of your ships inside the system. Now, there's other games that are more secure that it's a trade-off, you know, that you can't do that until you get there, so, or until your ship's in the system. Alright, so we got 1 gas rock that just reset. We're going to highlight it. In this game, it has to be done manually. It's not like Star Trek Armada, where your little miner actually is automated and returns the base, mines, and actually can be manually controlled too. Somewhat like manually directed. not directly controlled manually, but you know, that system was kind of nice. I really miss that sometimes. So I hope I can get a computer with Windows XP to work on it, but I'd really like to know how to port those games to other Windows systems and other systems in general. You know, that's something I hope to do. Was this year I'm kind of putting in my hardest, fullest efforts to learn how to do stuff like that. As I don't know, games are just fun to do, you know. Even sports and stuff is fun to do in real life. It'd be nice to run like a little league or something, like a little 2-on-2, 3-on-3 tournament, or just 1-on-1 too, you know. Even for something real low, like a buck, or even just food. So the Borg tactical cubes on this side are the same power as the other tactical cubes on the south side, 48 million power. And we are down the last 2 systems, Felix, before we get to the Mega Cube systems. Oh, the last 4 systems, I mean. So this is going pretty fast. Now I can get a second ship in here if I freed one from mining. So while we're flying there, let's go check on this ship here. Yep, looks like nobody's here, so this system is pretty empty. I think I'm the only one. The second ship is actually my second account. Oh, there's one all the way at the top there. Gotta be careful with the ships that are bombers and stuff, so they're not always just there to bomb, they're actually there to borrow from you, as they say. So make sure you give a account of that if you want them to pay you back. Right, Felix? We got some people we owe. I'll admit it, I borrowed some resources from other people, and I plan to pay them all back. The principal first, and then when I get the interest, we'll give the interest. Yeah, so while you're flying around, it's good to view your rocks if you can, because if you can save your ship from getting destroyed, sometimes that's a better option. And that'll save you some resources and you'll feel a little happier. It's worth the effort. And you also save the cargo. As in this game versus other games, you actually can lose your cargo. There's other games in Star Trek where there is no cargo, or you always retain all your cargo every time. So. Alright, so let's go back to the Kamari. We're in like a system that looks like Fiji or Fagila. These are all level 30 Borg tactical cubes here. So they look normal. I don't see a mission thing anywhere, so I'm just going to fly to the next one. And while we're waiting, we're gonna wait for this swarm thing to load up. Not swarm thing, this augment thing to load up, sorry. I was thinking of another system. Yeah. So out of all the systems I've viewed so far, partially or fully, Felix, I think that one cube I showed you down in Alastar is the only one that has the most damage. So, or any damage. Yeah, I'm almost on the last 3 systems here. Only 40 seconds away from Simile. So.
The only other cube I seen in the 25s with damage was the one that you and the other guys done the Armada on.
Yeah, it was only the 3 of us, so it was, I did a video of it, so you might want to take a look at it if you want. It lags kind of hard though, but it's Conte, me, and Shay from our alliance. Alright, so we're going to take a view at this. Alright, so these are level 25s. Wow, it looks, there's a big empty space in the middle, so maybe somebody's actually taken out a set of these cubes here. There's a lot of the level 30 plus players got the VDARs. Some of them, I think they got them actually at the second Borg event. So since like February or March was the second one, I think. It was the first one, I think, was February. So they've had time to level up. Well, the later players like me just recently got their VDAR, and I actually had to burn a lot of speed ups and some latinum to do it. I had to rush construction and my shipyard, and then rush the whole build from 4 days down to like 8 hours. So, which is overall, it's been worth it. I just missed a competitive event that requires the VDAR because I didn't know that LD player works better.
Saying that they're gonna do at 9 o'clock Japanese time in Tipsy Phone and Amada. If you want, you can join up for it.
ENT's inviting me.
No, they're putting in the Galaxy chat. They're inviting anyone. Attack on the Mega Cube Disruptor.
Oh, they're
If
actually.
you're interested, please visit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't destroy a Mega Cube, but I'll view them if they're gonna do it. So they say 1 o'clock Japanese time tomorrow or today? I think I got almost enough gas for my daily now. That's good. So if I do, that person that asked me to share, I think it was Red Bull. But I think Red Bull reported that he found one already, but it's been almost like 2 hours or more. So but I don't know if I'm ready yet. Let's see. I just want to stay on here for the extra gas if I need it. I gotta stock up a bit. Because tentatively my plan, or the plan is, you know, I'm gonna be part-time like next month. I won't be able to stay on here for hours. So I'll actually be doing other stuff like learning how to play music and actually playing other games that are offline demos and stuff. You know, game demos, even for consoles and stuff, I really love. They actually are pretty fun. And sometimes it's more lighter to play because you have just like a few levels. It is a little disappointing only play the same one level multiple times, but you really appreciate going up to the full game when you do that. But then you really get to practice a lot of skill and then learn how to be creative in that one level. So, like one game that always has one level but it's really fun is Battlefield 2 demo, which is free from CNET. You can get it from GamePro. There used to be another website that I go to that had it called Gamers Hell, and then there's actually other ones like videogames.com is actually still registered, I think, to the GamePro website. They're actually a major company, so they have you know, their own magazine, and often their magazines would have like a demo disc, and there's like PC Gamer too. They're pretty big. So yeah, I'll try to take a look at that announcement. I'd like to record it if I can. It'd be fun to watch and see if they can defeat the cube. Alright, so that's level 25. So no special mission so far, but there's a potential that they could add like a planet with a mission, or even a cube with a mission. All sorts of stuff. So now let's go to the Mega Cube system here. Oh, I have 12 Felix saved. So it seems we get like 3 or 4 a day, so that's plenty. So the first Mega Cube system is Tizophone. So let's take a look at that once we get in. I'm gonna see if I can open up my gift box. So there's a bug on this game. If the first time you can't open it, or it says the gift does not load, or it's not there, there's error messages like that.
Yeah, that's the way Infinity is going to be running out of Martyr, I believe.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll try to cover it if we can. Then go ahead and reload it, and usually the next time we'll be able to open it. Yeah, I could visit for that and grab the VDAR. I really don't have anything else to do on this account, but I'd rather play on Navy Field while I'm waiting.
You can have your friend teach you Bible lessons.
I know Worf's gonna be talking to me. There's a guy in ENT on this server called Worf DIS who was trying to talk to me about another Alliance member and how their interactions with each other, complaining about him, and then he started going into Bible lessons about the servant, which is in all the Gospels, I think, about how one receives 1 talent, the other receives 5, and the other one's 10 from the king, and the king goes, on a trip, and then comes back and asks for his interest. And that's always an interesting one, which I'm not going to tell the whole story right now, because I'm going to try to focus on the Borg stuff here. But yeah, I talked to Felix about him, and actually sent some screenshots of that conversation with him. Which, honestly, I just say 1 line, and he just goes out with 20 lines of stuff, and I'm just like 10, 20 lines. I just try to read it all to try to follow what he's saying to me. Because I think his is, oh my god, what the heck? What is the size of the cube in this thing? The cube is almost the size of a system, Felix. Holy crap. The whole system is 1 cube? The picture behind it makes the whole system look like 1 cube. I'm zoomed out, but it looks like I'm friggin' on the surface. What the heck is this? So the disruptor is actually 1 little chunk on the mega cube only. So this is kind of a setup for kind of like a server competition, like which server can do this first. Oh my god. And the stat for the disruptor beam you're trying to destroy is 100 million with nothing but zeros. So.
Yeah, that's where Leaky will be running the Armada later.
Yeah, well, this is a combined effort. Something I talked about, So we.
At 9 p.m. Japanese time.
Isn't that now?
I'll be close to it, I believe.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's half an hour from now. Isn't it like a 2-hour difference between here and Japan, or is it 1 hour? I think it's 1 hour, right? That was.
I don't know. I think it's about 3 or 4 hours from me difference.
Okay. Oh, there's a stat. Look at the picture. It's like the cube is the size of the system. The heck? Like I'm scrolling across the whole system. I can't find the edge. It just looks like one giant, the same cube, right? But just blown up to fill a whole system. Like who would have to make a cube so big? Like the planets in this game look like the size of just the little disruptor beam already. Like this is ridiculous. It's bigger than a solar system. That is nuts.
Yeah. So in Japan now it's 9:33.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So they're already done, I guess. I don't know. So somebody's saying at 9 in Japan. That's kind of weird. Somebody's in here with a solid on, just parked up here. Alright, so let's go. So actually that picture of the Borg mega cube is its actual size, Felix. And it expands 3 systems, so each system shows you 1 side of the cube. So that's not just like a overlay to show you example. That's actually the size of that cube. So that is nuts.
Yeah, so that's what the 3 systems are for, depending on which side of the cube you want to attack.
Yeah, exactly. You get to choose. So the first one in is kind of like the top side. Second one is kind of like the front, and then the third one's looks like it's kind of on the left sided. Yeah, there's a SKT guy here. Does he have a horizon? I think this guy has like a horizon or a North Star here. That's weird. Yeah, so the level 40, they're labeled as level 40 Borg disruptor system. So let's take a look at this real quick and scan it. Okay, we got, this is special hostile. Labeled as an epic mega cube target. Still 100 million. So, well, let's take a good view of this. That is nuts. I have never seen in any story feel like something as big as a solar system. Like, you know, a huge planet is already huge. That's like the biggest thing, but like a whole solar system's nuts. Look at that. It actually expands more than the system. It goes past the boundaries. What the? What the heck? Oh my god. That is just freaking nuts. It's, you know, it makes the, like, what is it, that Star Destroyer from Star Wars look like a little dinky thing.
Bigger than a Milky Way by the looks of it.
Yeah, no, it's almost like a galaxy or constellation size, you know. So, that's ridiculous. So we're on the last system here. It's the Mega Era system. So it looks almost the same, but this is another side of the cube. You still got the 40 disruptors. I'm getting the bug where it's blacking out, but you can see that that's what it looks like zoomed up. It's kind of like the ion cannon in Command and Conquer, if you ever played that one. Kind of like this dome shape with like some kind of multicolored pieces or glass or whatever you want to call it in the middle. So nothing special out here, no special missions yet. Actually, there's nobody else in the system, and they're all the same numbers. But over here, they're labeled something different as Mega Cube Photon Cannon. So I don't know what the last one was called. So that's a little different. The stats about the same too. So we're looking at the stats. Still another 100 million. So, which. Yeah, that is really high. So I don't know how many. Does if you read the news for this game, for this event, it says that you will have to hit Mega Cube stuff like multiple times to win. So if you have a very strong set of VDARs and, you know, 5, or if you're lucky somebody's gotten up to 40 in your alliance, then you can run 6 VDARs at once. Yeah, it might take you like 10, 20 rounds, I think, to destroy one of these. If you're lucky, you get on the first shot, which would be interesting, but I haven't been able to do that. Even though I just ran just one Armada. I'd like to level up first before I do this again. It's just running it.
You don't see anything to see there, do you?
Nah, there's nobody up here. There's only 2 guys so far in the system.
I don't know if they run it or not.
Nope. So I think we're pretty much done with this video here. This is enough red data for now. Like 70 something K. I don't want to lose all that, so I'm not going to gamble. So I'm recalling my Botany Bay. And this ship can't do well against these Borg probes, so I'm going to recall this ship too. And that's it, guys.
Better be careful because whales out on attack spree everywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, so we're just going to go back to regular game time, and I'm probably going to spend some time on Navy Field. So you can join me there. I'm not sure how the servers are sectioned out, but try that app and see if you see Open-Minded on that alliance. That's my alliance name right now. And in that game, it's AKPHUNG, which is my first 2 initials and my last name. So this is Ankin and Felix saying goodbye. So what's your sign-off phrase, Felix? Go ahead and say it.
Stay safe, everybody.
There you go. Stay safe, everybody. That's good. All right. Take care, everyone.